friends, you're welcome to today's program, Living with Diabetics. Today's topic, I'm going to be discussing about your breakfast. Today's topic, I'm going to be discussing about your breakfast. Okay, in terms of bread, I'm going to be discussing about bread. When you're taking your breakfast in the morning, bread, the consumption of your bread. How many slices or a piece of bread are you supposed to take during your breakfast? If you are a diabetic, you got to be aware or concerned about the amount of bread or slice of breads you take during your breakfast in the morning. It is very important. If you're a diabetic, you have to listen properly to this video. We tend to make mistakes, especially diabetics, on number of slices of bread they take, okay? Or they try to cheat most of the time when nobody is there to guide them on number of bread they should take. If you're a diabetic, you have to be conscious of the portion or the quantity of your breakfast. It's very, very important because, as I said all the time, the number or the size of your food or your breakfast or your lunch or your dinner will determine the rise in your sugar levels. Because remember, everything you consume has carbs in them, has carbohydrate in them. The question is not that you are consuming, it's the amount of that particular food that you are consuming. Even if it is a fruit, nuts, mention anything has carbohydrate in them. And that is why every doctor, every physician, every family doctor, every dietitian, every nutritionist will tell you, eat less carb and more of fiber if you're a diabetic. Okay, before I go forward, please, if you're watching this video for your first time and this is the first time to come across my channel, please go to my page, subscribe, follow, like my page so that anytime I drop a new video, you'll be notified. Okay, if you go to my page, there are all kinds of videos regarding diabetics, cholesterol, high blood pressure you can learn from. So if you want to learn more about diabetics, go into my page, follow me, subscribe to my page, okay, and then watch other videos to learn one or two things about diabetics. I have a lot of videos on my page that you can go at your own earliest convenience to watch and learn one or two things about diabetics. So do me a favor, go to my page and follow me, all right? And then at the end of this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think about this video. So let's go back to the topic. I'm going to be discussing about breakfast, specifically about bread, because most of the time we tend to neglect about portion sizes, or you are confused. As a diabetic, I don't know how many slices of bread I'm allowed to take. So this morning or this afternoon or this evening, wherever you're watching me from, I'm going to let you guys know, okay, the number of slices of bread you are expected to take during your breakfast in the morning. You have to be conscious of the number of slices of bread that you take in order not to rise up your sugar level because of the carbohydrate in them. Okay, as I said, avoid white breads. If you're a diabetic, avoid white bread. Instead of white bread, go for brown bread. White bread are simple carbohydrates. Brown bread are complex carbohydrate, a little bit more of fiber in them. If you take white bread, okay, because they are refined carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, your body can break them down easily. As soon as you're taking those white bread, it's going to break them down more easily, and then it's going to affect your sugar level. And how does it affect your sugar level? It's going to rise up your sugar level. And that is why they say avoid food that are simple carbohydrate, because your body can break them down easily. As soon as you're taking them, your body goes into motion to break them down easily and then convert those carbohydrates into sugar and then thereby rise up your sugar level. So that is why you have to go for complex carbohydrate. Okay, complex carbohydrate, your body cannot break them down easily. There is a delay in the process of breaking them down. breaking them down. So your body cannot break down complex carbohydrate. It takes several times for your body to break down complex carbohydrate, thereby delay the process of rising your sugar level. So that is why you have been advised to avoid white bread and go for brown bread. So this morning, I have this with me, okay? This is, if you watch on this video, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this plastic. These are bread, okay? Now, this bread is called cinnamon raisin. Cinnamon raisin is made with cinnamon raisin in the brown bread, okay? It's made with cinnamon raisin. I've told you guys the importance of cinnamon in your diet as a diabetics, okay? So this bread is made with cinnamon raisin added to the bread, okay? Now, on every bread that you eat, if you look at the nutrition, it's going to tell you how many per slice to take, okay? Now, on this bread, if I look at the nutrition here, the fiber in them is 2 grams of fiber, and the carbohydrate in them is 43 grams of carbohydrate, okay? The soluble fiber is 3, and then the sugar in them is 0, okay? But look at the number of carbohydrate is 43 grams of carbohydrate. So despite it is brown bread, it contains some carbohydrate in them. Now the question is, how many of these rolls of bread should I take during my breakfast in the morning? Okay, so now, as I said, this bread is made with cinnamon. Okay, if you look at it there, it says it's made with cinnamon raisin. Okay, now I have this here. This is the bread here. Okay, this is the bread. Now, these are the cinnamon. You see those little brown something there are the cinnamon. See those little brown all over it at the back of it are the cinnamon. And this is the roll of it. This is one of my favorite bread. Okay, it's one of my favorite. Now, remember, they have 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 8 rolls. It comes with 8 rolls in a bag of bread. Okay, and this is 1. So as a diabetic, okay, as a diabetic, in the morning, you can only take 1 roll of this in your breakfast. You can't take 2 at the same time. In the morning during my breakfast, I can only take 1 roll of this. I can't take 2 at the same time. So in the morning as a diabetics, you can only take 1 roll. And it is sliced in the middle. You can open it up and put your spread in them. It is sliced in the middle. Okay, both sides, it is sliced. You can open them up and then put your spread in them. So as a diabetics, I can only take 1 roll of this, 1 slice of this in my breakfast. I cannot take 2 rolls. Okay? I can't take 2 rolls. Let me bring one out here and show you guys here. I cannot eat these 2 at the same time as a diabetic. It's going to affect your sugar level. Remember, there are 43 grams of carbohydrate in them. Despite they are brown bread made with cinnamon, I can only take 1 roll in my breakfast, 1 of these slices in my breakfast. I cannot take 2 at the same time. It's going to affect my sugar level. So as a diabetic, okay, if you are going to go for brown bread, you can only take 2 slices of bread. As a diabetic, you can only take 2 slices of bread in the morning. Now, if I need to take 2, if I need to consume, if 1 is not enough for me, I know definitely 1 is not going to be enough for me. If I'm not diabetic, I can take 2. But because I'm diabetic, I can only be disciplined and only take one roll. Definitely one roll is not going to, this one slice is not going to be enough for me, but I have no choice. I can only consume this. This is not going to affect my sugar level. If I take these two at the same time, it's going to affect my sugar level because of the carbohydrate in them. Now, if I need to take more than one in my breakfast, I will take one now and wait for another 4 hours to take the second one. Okay, so that is how you have to spread portions. That is what they call portion sizes. You have to eat your food in portions. So if I take one during my breakfast in the morning and I need to eat the second one, so I will eat this one. So for instance, say 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to eat the second one 4 hours from 7 o'clock. So you have to calculate 4 hours from 7 o'clock to eat the second one. If you want to eat the third one again, you have to wait another 4 hours to eat the third one. So that is how you have to spread your portion sizes. You cannot eat two at the same time. It has to be one in your breakfast and wait for another 4 hours to take the second one. Eating both of them at the same time is going to spike up your sugar level. All right? Now, taking this in the morning, you can now, okay, you can now take your apple or orange, just one fruit of apple or orange or avocado, okay, in addition to this, depending how you make your breakfast, you have to make sure your breakfast is balanced with fruits, okay, apple, oranges, avocado, okay, you can slice them up, okay, and take it with your bread. Now, that is what I take this morning. I take one of these. I take one apple, okay, in the morning. That's what I ate this morning. Now, and then I will put everything away. And then what I did this morning, this is green tea. This is green tea, okay? And this is my lemon tea. This is my lemon tea. So, all right, so what I did this morning was I take one slice of bread, I take an apple, and then I take one lemon tea. Okay, this is my lemon tea. And this is my cup of glass. This is my lemon tea. So what I normally do, sometimes I take a lemon tea and green tea at the same time. It depends on the mood I am. Sometimes I take one lemon tea, one green tea, I mix them, and then I pour in my hot water. Okay? I pour in my hot water. I don't, just a little bit, I don't fill it up. Okay? So I pour in my hot water, and I'm going to allow it for at least 10 minutes to simmer. When you put in your lemon tea or your green tea, just wait for 10 minutes for it to simmer very well before you start taking your tea. Don't just pour the hot water immediately and then start. No, because you just put the bag, it has not simmered very well mixed with the hot water. So I'm going to just allow it for at least 5 to 10 minutes to simmer very well, and then I will start taking it. All right. Now, green tea, lemon tea, this helps to calm down the nerves. It helps to control your sugar level. Lemon tea, green tea, chamomile tea, ginger tea, garlic tea, all these help to, control your sugar levels. At least make sure you take about 4 cups of green tea or lemon tea per day at intervals, not at the same time. This helps to control your sugar level during the 24-hour period. So now that you know that during the morning time, you are not expected to take 2 slices, Let's say this is, because they are sliced in the middle. So let me call it 2 slices, because this is one roll. But if you look at it, they are sliced in the middle. So let me call it 2 slices of bread. I cannot make it 4 slices of bread. It has to be 2 slices of bread in your breakfast. It's enough. If you have to eat 4 slices of bread, then you have to take 2 slices of bread in the morning and wait for another 4 hours to take another 2 slices of bread. As a diabetic, you have to be disciplined and conscious of the number of food you eat or the portion size. You have to be disciplined on the portion sizes because you are a diabetic. If you are not a diabetic, you can eat as many as you want. Like for me, looking at my physique, looking at my size, this is not going to be enough for me. But because I'm diabetic, I have to be disciplined because I have to put my eye on the price to make sure I control my sugar level at all times. So I'm going to stick to the rules and take only this. Take my apple, take my lemon tea. You can see now the lemon tea is now changing color. Okay. Lemon tea is now simmering very well. Okay. And then get some fruits or make some fried eggs or omelette egg mixed with some fruit, vegetables in them, and then relax and enjoy your breakfast. But you cannot take 4 slices of bread in the morning as a diabetic. It has to be 2 slices of bread in the morning. If you have to take another slice, you have to wait 4 hours from the first time you take 2 slices of bread, and then take another 2 slices of bread 4 hours after. Taking 4 slices of bread at the same time is going to affect your sugar level, it's going to spike it up. So friends, now that you know how to separate your portion sizes, your breads in the morning, it's advisable to be disciplined about your portion sizes. Remember, your eyes have to be on the price. And what is that price? Is to make sure that your sugar level remains controlled at all times. Keeping your sugar level controlled at all times is going to make you to avoid other complications that might arise when you have too much elevation of sugar level in your bloodstream. Okay, so we all have to be disciplined. We shouldn't cheat. Even if there's nobody watching us when we're eating food, remember that complications that are going to be arise from too much sugar in your bloodstream, you have to pay the price. Not your child, not your caregiver. You are the one who's going to pay the price. So it is very, very important you are disciplined in watching what you eat, the portion of what you eat, at what time you eat it, and then make sure you remain within the level of your sugar level. So friends, if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my page, go to my page, okay, and then follow me. I have tons of videos on my page that you can watch and learn 1 or 2 things about it. So if you like this page, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and at the same time, go to my page and then follow me so that any subsequent video that I drop in the future, you are going to get it. So for those that are suffering from diabetes or are helpless, not knowing what to do, the help is here. You can learn a lot from this page, watching my videos and asking questions, and I'm going to respond to your questions at my earliest convenience. So friends, I thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed, and let me see you guys in my next video. Goodbye. Bye-bye.